Yeah, man, it's my brand colors, right? All right, let's see if
Yeah.
that works.
We are live. We are live. Hello, everybody.
Good to see you, Mike. Thank you. Oh, let me turn it down.
We are live. We are live. Oh, hear my voice. Hello, everybody.
So you said it's about 7 p.m. there or so?
It's now 8:15 at night.
Okay,
This view you never get this view. This is me relaxing after a long day's work. Come home, shower, eat, and then straight into Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett.
And wasn't that something, Mike? It was pretty good, eh?
Yeah, I can. It's got so much of the elements that are from the Mandalorian. That the way it looks, the aesthetic of it. You know, even the creatures, the dog things, whatever they are.
Yeah, the creatures
full screen.
from the prequel. Well, we can go back to the other thing.
I can't remember. I never remember their name.
Yeah,
I never remember those dogs' names.
I can't, some kind of mastiff or something, but I lost my shit when I saw Max Rebo in that cantina there.
Yeah, and Figuring Dan. Now you know why they've got a Figuring Dan as an action figure on the way, because he's in this show.
The band's still going, man. I thought that was very cool.
It's going strong.
And the Tuskens in black, you know, with a little bit of you know, different masks and looked like that, you know, had some style.
So they did that. So when they re-release it again, they've got their own version of the Tusken Raider to put in the packet for Book of Boba Fett when they make an action figure out of that. It's a unique design. It's their own. It's just a different tribe, pretty much a different tribe of sand people that we're going to get used to, I guess.
And I think we're going to learn more about that particular tribe too. I think that's pretty interesting. Something new.
Yeah.
You know, like they still have the banthas, but the black outfits is what threw me off right away, but it still fit in the Star Wars universe like it was meant to be there.
It looked good. Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a lot more flashbacks. You know, like if he calls them his
fill in the blanks.
Yeah. So we'll get some answers that way. I think.
Oh, we got people in the chat. We do.
Let me
John Joker's here. Look, Michael Reed, Darth Muzzer. Hey. Can you see the chat where you are?
Thanks for joining, guys. I just noticed the chat here too. I gotta go to the chat button.
Oh, I had private chat set on it. There's only you and me, and then you put on the chat with everybody. It's like, hey, there they are.
Okay.
You just click on one of the comments, and it pops up on the screen.
All right, let's show that. Boom. Hello, Michael's in your neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, Michael Reed.
Darth Muzza, how you doing? Welcome.
Darth Muzza.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
Another
I'm
Aussie.
not going to be here too long. Another Aussie, John Joker.
Yeah.
I think he's American.
I think he is. He's got the thumbs up. Great episode. Oh, I better hold this.
It was a good episode. I was a little off when I saw it was 37 minutes long, but then whatever.
Did you want it shorter?
No, I want an hour. I want an hour every week.
Full. Ah, yeah.
Why not?
They'll probably stretch it at 45.
It started about 15 minutes early where I am.
Oh, wow.
So I refreshed at like 11:45, and it was there. So I started playing right away. That's why I think I finished watching it before a bunch of people. But I pulled this up because I can see how many guys are going live. Even at,
everyone wants to be part of the action.
Even if it's like 3 in the morning, East Coast time, right?
That top one, is that Star Wars Theory? I was watching him earlier. Yeah, so he had 4,000 on there when I was there.
Yeah, he was up to 5, and then I got 4. So bam, I'm in the books. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5th in a row. When you type in Boba Fett, oh, I'm freaking famous. Yeah, I was impressed, man. I didn't know how much we were going to see in the first episode, but we saw enough to keep us interested, I think, for sure.
If everyone's watching this now, you and I, that means obviously they've watched the show, is it, potentially, so we could talk spoilers. Oh, there's Andy.
This is full spoilers in here, guys. Not like we got much to give, but Boba Fett's still alive.
I got to say this. Okay, he's in the Sarlacc pit in the flashback, right?
Yeah.
But he fell. Didn't the stormtrooper and him are in the guts of the beast, but they're upright instead of being face down? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I thought that they might have been the wrong way around.
Where did the stormtrooper come from?
But,
Another battle,
good
right?
question.
That was my first question. Like, how many stormtroopers on Jabba's sail barge?
Yeah, I was expecting more of a gift card. Someone. Who else fell in there?
A whole bunch of skiff guard, Lando almost, right?
Yeah.
But
He
yeah,
gets out with fire. I wanted that dragged out a little bit more because it's a scene that we want to see. Maybe they'll revisit it, but that just sort of seemed it was really quick. It was like, here it is. He's inside there, grabs a stormtrooper, gets a bit of oxygen, busts a hole, burns a hole, digs his way out. And I thought, oh, that was quick. I wanted to be a bit more in depth.
Well, they did go back to that like a couple of times, right? Like more with the Tuscans than at the Sarlacc, but yeah, I think that those the young children Tuscans are gonna mean something later in the show. Like that girl in the trailer, maybe she's a Tuscan. Like it just made me start thinking, okay, they're children and there's different age groups and we don't know what they look like underneath, right? We have no idea. It's not canon what they look like. Are they human? Certain creature?
That's true. We've never seen a face.
Sure.
If everyone's watching, I'm on my telephone, by the way. I don't normally stream like this. This is just because you got me so quickly. I'm like, oh, I haven't even charged the laptop or anything. I just grabbed the phone straight onto Rick's channel.
This was my favorite part of the whole episode. I thought it was all great, but this is the part where
Max
I'm like,
Rebo.
okay, he made this for me, like for us. This is a little bit of kick in the pants for us. I thought that was awesome.
I reckon a Black Series figure is going to come out of this. Yeah, definitely.
I think we'll see more flashbacks throughout the season. Just
to connect the dots.
They could show the story some adventures, possibly, right?
Yeah,
well, yeah, that's a good point. Like, will they do that again? My guess is yes. We'll see more of those flashbacks.
Because towards the end of the series, there should be a bit of a story where the throne and all the people coming to see him, and he's a crime lord. Something will evolve from that, other than just blasting away a ninja. He took that guy out with his.
That's the other thing. Fennec addressed him as Lord Fett. So that was the first time I think we heard that term, Lord Fett. And I'm Lord like, Fett. Oh, that's got a good ring to it, right?
Max and Figure and Dan. Yes, definitely.
What's going on, Nathan? Welcome aboard, buddy.
Hey, Nathan Bowden. How you doing?
Yeah, this guy was awesome. And I haven't watched it a second time. I usually go back and watch it twice and then freeze frame and look for another robot walking by and another alien walking by. But yeah, it looks like 88. Boba said he needs a protocol droid to translate, so he's going to need a protocol droid. Let's see what happens there. If we get
because the first time it's just like a overload of the senses. It's like, you're taking it all in. When you go back the next time, you can pick out all the Easter eggs and things like that, and maybe some dialogue that you missed the first time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did for both seasons of The Mandalorian.
You're going all through. Check it all out.
Yeah, that's a good point, Trenton. He's like, yeah, let's torture these Gamorreans. There's nothing else. That's what we do here. And I'm like, oh, the droid wants to kick some ass. And I was really excited to see those Gamorreans actually be solid fighters and do well.
Yeah.
Like they say, Boba Fett and Fennec from being captured or worse, right? Here's a question. Where were they had no blasters when those people attacked them?
Yeah.
Or knives or pistols or nothing. It was all just hand-to-hand combat. Like, so I gotta
fighting against electro staffs.
Maybe they killed their blasters. I'm not sure, but Yeah, they got
Because the only weapon he had was his dart on his arm, and he could only use that once, I suppose.
Yeah, he did blow up that one guy real good, right?
Yeah.
But why didn't he use that throughout the whole fight? Like it was like they were getting hammered on.
They were. He got electrocuted about 10 times.
I was happy to see. Yeah, was that Rex, the Star Tours droid? And the music was like an updated music of the Star Wars song, like the Cantina. It was the same song, but it was a little more, jazzy and a couple of new beats.
I didn't even pay attention to the music. See, I missed that.
Yeah.
I'm watching it, but yeah, that just
right. It was a hint of the original music. It was pretty cool that the original band is playing it. But we never saw Max Rebo with friggin' Dan, right? Because Max Rebo played at Jabba's palace, correct? And friggin' Dan and the Modal Notes played at the Cantina. So they were two separate bands, right? They were two separate bands. So now
they've merged.
They've merged, right? And
they're the traveling Wilburys. Sorry, Rick.
Yeah, she did, and it was kind of neat to see a male topless Twi'lek walking around too. That was the first time.
Yeah. Green guy.
Michael's a hero. I think I'll watch it again after this and then call it a night after that because it was that good.
Yeah, Michael watched it twice already. It's all over it.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't he? He was on the barge playing with the band.
Yeah.
Man, those Jawas sure.
They showed that wreckage. That wreckage looked impressive, like what it would look like after the explosion. So there must have been a heap of people survived.
Was awesome too. Just took it all.
Yeah, so I say they're going to have to revisit that again. Oh, didn't nearly drop the phone. The actual part where.
Oh, Down Under went under. Yeah, she did look really good, and I can see lots of new action figures being announced. The next Bounty Hunter StarWars.com day. Black Sand Troopers. All right, let me go back here. Anyone else wants to jump on for a quick minute, say hello, so I don't look like a loser. There he is.
Oh, I'm back again. I don't know what happened there. Dropped right out. Yeah, it's like my internet signal just turned off for a few seconds. I just disappeared off the internet.
So with the StreamYard too, I'm just learning. I tried to share a photo from my desktop and it said invalid. So I gotta try and figure that out.
I think you have to open the image first and then share that image. Yeah, you can't share the file. You have to open the file first.
Okay. Now let's see here.
Hey, there I am.
See if that works.
Yeah, if I turn my phone sideways, will I get long ways? What do I?
Sorry.
Is that better? I got a wider screen now. Ooh, look at me go. Right, everyone watching. Everyone must think I'm a damn lunatic. It's not the brightest room I'm in. It's a little dark. You got the nice brightness off the screen of the computer to light your face up.
Does Streamlab have a dark mode?
I don't know. I don't use it enough to find these things out. I need to use it more. The more you use it, the more you become familiar with StreamYard, and that some streamers use it often enough that they just click everything. They know how everything works. And
yeah. So the girl on the speeder. Let's try this.
The girl on the speeder. I think Star Wars Theory said it is a girl from one of the comic books, and she's got a robot arm. Her name's Arlen Lynn or something.
And she doesn't have a robot arm, so I don't know where he gets that from, unless he saw a different.
It's on the far side. You can see a robot arm, the furthest away
Yeah,
from us on
here,
Speedway.
let me show you. Where is it?
That's better.
Okay, so it looks like she's got like a jean jacket on, right?
Yeah.
And I heard somebody say like, "Oh, I can see a Max Rebo band patch," and I
What?
heard that, and I'm like, "No." But now that I see Max Rebo in the episode with a new band, maybe they got
Yeah.
like Star Wars patches in Star Wars. But that's just a wristband. That's not a robot arm. Like here's a flesh hand.
Oh, there you go. And maybe
Right?
it's someone we don't know then. New character.
Like I watched this and I freeze framed all the frames you could, and I didn't see any, robot arm at all. But yeah, like I'm thinking when I first saw the young sand people, I thought, oh, maybe she's one of them, but I'm reaching.
Oh. It's all right to speculate. That's what we all do.
Okay, well,
right
if her
arm is
right
cybernetic.
arm is cybernetic, all of Fennec Shan's body is cybernetic. So what does that make her a droid? Yeah, that's what the Star Wars theory was saying from Legend, but she should be like 3,000 years old or something like that. I didn't notice that. No, I gotta check that out.
No, see, that's something I missed too. Michael,
so there was lots of scenes in the trailers that weren't in this episode. They made it seem like, oh, this is the first 10 minutes of the first episode only. But I didn't see him go in a parking lot and get to Slave One. Yeah, that was nice. A nice bucket of money you got. And then the Jawas took.
Yeah. That's nice helmet full of shiny stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a crime lord, you got to take a bribe.
Okay, so yeah, these dogs are like, they're real. Like these are things that scientists
they're made by Boston Dynamics. They make them.
That's it, Boston Dynamics. Like I'm surprised their logo was
creepy as hell.
So that was
written on his ass.
That was kind of different to see on Star Wars.
Yeah.
7 episodes, eh?
What the frig is that?
Yeah, but there'll be a next season or a continuation somehow.
Crikey.
Yeah, they're
sorry. There's gunshots in my area.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I can. That's a bang, 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 bang.
There's no reason for people to have fireworks tonight.
Microphone. No reason for fireworks.
Yeah, believe it or not, people light up fireworks around here all the time.
Fireworks are banned in my country, so they're not easy to get.
That's right. Adam Savage did like have a rickshaw with one of those.
Oh. Miss Buster himself.
Yeah, it's totally the exact same thing. That's incredible. Let me pull that up here.
So where does episode 2 go now? He just heals up and then has his meeting with all those crime lord fellas?
Yeah, like is that a regular habit gonna be going in that healing tank? Because those Gamos threw him in there. He'd already been in there like twice in one episode.
Back in the back of the tank. Yeah. Back in the tank for you. Every time he gets beat up a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see a herd of these walking down the street.
Yeah.
I gotta look back and see if they got the logo on there. Because that would be pretty wild. Will there be an action figure?
Oh,
I wouldn't.
I don't want to see an action figure.
No, that's cool.
Too Silicon Valley and not enough Star Wars involved.
I definitely gonna see some custom black sand people tomorrow on the internet, I think.
Oh yeah. They'll get the 3.75-inch Tusken Raider. People have bought several of them. modify it up,
Yeah, yeah.
make it like a chieftain and a lieutenant. We
What do
finally
you
found
think?
out the Sand People have got ranks.
You think we need a black Tusken Raider pin?
Ooh, that sounds exclusive.
Well, know a little more about them. And they could be bad people, but maybe they're good people.
Yeah. Well, they brought that head back after the battle, and they respected him because he got handed that cup of water or whatever it is, that the little fruit for, hey, have a drink.
Yeah,
Drinks on me.
that was a brand new creature, 6-armed creature too.
That was if you remember hearing a while ago, there was a rumor that someone found an image of Boba Fett riding a Rancor.
Yeah, I
And that
remember
was
seeing
what they
that.
saw. So that's what it was. It wasn't a Rancor, it was that thing.
I
More than
still
likely.
think there's a Rancor, because in that same trailer with the girl,
Oh, they looked down
going
the
down the
pit.
streets of Mos Eisley, the streets are like torn up. Like the streets look like a Rancor just ran through it. So it's obviously, and it wasn't like blaster fire or bullet holes. I gotta find that picture now. It was
Oh,
the streets of Mos Eisley basically all torn up.
there you go. Because that creature, when I first saw him digging it, I thought, oh, another crate dragon.
Yeah, I was wondering what it could be. I thought, like, here's that picture you're talking about. Is that showing up?
Oh,
Yeah, this is an
that's the
artist's
picture.
rendition of what somebody saw an artist's rendition of. So it was kind of traveled like that,
Oh.
and it makes it sound legit, really.
So I only heard this. I've never seen that picture. So that's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, so this
Andy
is someone's
says,
rendition of an art piece they saw. It's got a weird story, but
oh,
yeah, but there's another
how about that?
screenshot of the trailer that has that girl in it, where the streets are just destroyed. If I can find that exact same picture. And, you can only guess what it could be, but I have a good idea.
Cutting my head off, and there we go.
So here, look at the streets. Like there's just all the awnings are ripped down, and there's just rubble everywhere. So I think that for sure is Rancor damage.
Ah, they brought him back to life, or found a relative, another one.
Yeah, I like seeing the wheels of the Sandcrawler at least.
Yeah, my daughters love that part. They love the Jawas because they're little like kids. So I said, "Oh, look!"
Yeah.
And they also, when we saw Boba Fett as just a kid picking up Django's helmet, I was amazed they put that in it. That's unreal.
Just it is New Year's in 2 days, so maybe you do have some fireworks going off.
I don't know. I hope it's nothing, because I could hear screaming as well. Yeah. In my neighborhood, I'm up on a hill, so right down the bottom of the hill where the poor people live, unfortunately, that's where a lot of stuff happens. The sirens will be wailing down that way. I can hear people screaming out the street.
So this character is called Aelin Vel from the expanded universe.
Vel. That's the one I think it might be.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to dig that deep. I think they're going to pull her out of an action figure before they pull her out of a comic that not everyone knows, but I could be wrong. Like, not just pleasing 40-plus-year-olds, they're also trying to please 20-year-olds and younger, and the people that love the video games. Video games are a big part of it now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had another rumor that she's the Rancor Keeper's daughter, maybe.
What?
Never know. Maybe she knows how to train the Rancor, right? She does have that really cool space Vespa. Very Italian looking speeder bike.
Because I've heard people say that's Ray's mum. That's Omega. What's that? It's
What?
from the Bad
The only
Batch.
way she'd have to be like Omega's daughter, really. Do you know what I mean? Because Omega would
the
be the
timeline's
same
that
age
far.
as Boba, really.
Oh yeah.
And since we don't know what Omega looks like in, live action, she could even be a clone of Omega, like another clone.
Oh
That's a big part of Star Wars, right? Cloning.
yeah.
But yeah,
Lismore is the new
Lord
Crime
Fett.
Central of New South Wales. That's the town where I live. Around
That's
where
where
the
you
town
are?
I live.
Okay.
Yeah, Lismore.
So how many time zones in Australia?
When there's
Two,
daylight
right?
savings, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different
Oh,
time
wow.
zones.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have
And
that in Canada.
I'm on Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. That's the time I'm on, or AEDST.
Wow,
And then
that's a lot
north
of
of me,
letters.
north of me, 1 hour north, it's a different time. If you travel across the border, it's a different time. You travel to South Australia, it's a different time. Northern Territory's got a different time, and then Western Australia's got a different time again.
The time changes when you go north?
Yes.
That's weird. That's weird. Well, I guess
It's because the northern states, the Queensland's so big. It's Queensland. You can drive for 18 hours in Queensland and still be in Queensland. That's how big it is. So
Yeah,
because
that's huge.
they don't have daylight savings, because way at the top of the country, it's daylight at 9 o'clock at night in the summer. So if they had daylight savings, it would go dark at 11 o'clock at night, and they don't want that.
Yeah, they've been talking about that in North America too, like about just getting rid of the daylight savings
altogether.
time thing. But I guess the whole country as a whole has to agree with it, and also Canada has to agree with it because we all work together and trade and all that stuff, and the stock exchange and whatnot. I don't know. It's pretty weird, but
run a referendum, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? So what do you got going on today? Your day's just winding down, right?
Winding down, yeah. I don't know what I might watch the episode again before bed. Because I worked all day today, that I don't put videos out on days that I work. Sometimes I do if the news is really important, but there's been a little bit of interesting news I read earlier.
Yeah.
Nothing too unbelievable, like the stuff for what is it, the Kenobi series? They're starting to get some product for it now. That's like already, yeah. Haven't even seen the show, but some of the products getting ready to go.
Like with a Kenobi logo on it, or more?
Yeah, with like the Kenobi logo on it. Yeah.
Okay.
One of them was a repack Vader helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Yakface posted. He found a store link taking orders for a Phase 1 Clone Trooper Black Series helmet and a Kenobi
another
branded
helmet.
Vader helmet, which I'm assuming would just be a re-release in the exact same everything, just a new box maybe.
Oh, they might put it in the Kenobi box. I'm guessing they're going to go with that brownie gold logo color scheme if they're going to put it in. You know, they color scheme every show now. Every show and movie's got their own color.
A different helmet. Like, I could be wrong. Like, I don't think they're gonna. Ooh, let's give Vader a Macquarie helmet in Kenobi series for a while. Like,
put a white stripe across the top of it.
Well, you never know, right?
I don't think they'll do anything, radical like that. They don't need to. Australia's the same size as USA, more or less, yeah.
And Canada, I believe, too, is probably similar in size.
I reckon Canada's bigger. Canada's got to be bigger.
Yeah, we got a bunch of snow up there. Not much people, but there's a bunch of land. Like 3 major time zones. Yeah, Canada. We got 4 or 5 hours difference from East Coast to West Coast, really. But between Toronto and Vancouver, 3 hours, and that's the two major hubs. Like New York and LA, I believe, are just 3 hours too, right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Oh, and Alaska.
Huge. And Alaska, yeah, it's another time zone again.
I've been so far north in Canada and Prince Rupert, they have signs that say like Alaska next right. Like I've been that close to Alaska,
Wow.
but I've never been to Alaska. I've been maybe
But almost to Alaska.
5 kilometers away. Yeah. I don't know
Wow.
what the border would be like. I can't see it being too big. So what was your standout part of the 37-minute episode, Mike?
Because I've always wanted to see what happens at the end of Jedi when he goes in the Sarlacc pit. That escape, that I wanted more of that. That was like, oh, look where we are. We're at the end of this, the movie, the part, they're joining it all up again. His escape from the Sarlacc pit was a good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I've seen a fan-made film one showing that scene where Boba like literally crawled out of the hole of the Sarlacc pit. So I thought that was going to happen, and he actually he punched a hole. Like that was
and dug in
that
a
was
different
pretty wild.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if he was going to use rockets or what he was doing. But yeah, there's a or flat. Yeah, I've seen images like fan art like this, or
Yes.
like this, flying his way out. Oh, this is a still from that fan film I've seen, where he actually crawls out of the pit. That would have been pretty cool too. Yeah, but other than being about 25 pounds heavier than a Boba Fett, I remember, I thought it meshed well. It looked good.
And they made him they had the acid from the Sarlacc on him, and he had the sunburn. So they've made him look like he wasn't old. They made him kind of he's battle damaged in a way with no helmet on.
Like,
it made sense. I didn't look like he was that old.
Do you think he was that battle damaged, even having nothing to do with the Sarlacc pit? Or do you think that did all that damage to the skin? Because his clothes
maybe it was even his neck was all like
yeah, it was like
bad.
elephants.
I don't know.
It was very bad.
Yeah.
But when Fennec woke him up from his little spa, his little Bacta treatment, his skin was tight and fresh and tanned and toned.
Yeah.
So that thing literally healed all those scars.
Old hydrotherapy works wonders.
Yeah, I noticed a little dad bod when he's crawling out of the thing, but he also didn't have his armor on the same way. But I was impressed. I think they both kicked some ass in the episode. Fennec is a good parkour person.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
See, Scub, that's a good idea that they did that helmet that I don't really like that Fennec wears that covers. You only see her eyes, so they can put the stunt double in there, and the stunt double looks exactly like her. They don't have to have that face doesn't look like. Yeah, that was smart thinking that she was going to be doing all that stuff. I don't see that actress scaling that wall like she did.
No, but
so doing the stunt doubles, all the tricks.
Talented girl, though.
Yeah. Oh, she's attractive, isn't she?
Just so much more girth. Well, yeah, we're gonna still learn how he gets his black sand people garb, which now we know why it's black. Are they is he a free man now from those Tuskens, or like that one guy gave him a little sip of water, but they didn't like set him free or anything.
No, they're just sort of like, oh, thanks for doing that. This thing always kills us and our people, so you want to save the day. Whatever it is.
I don't know any legends or comics or anything where there was like black or different colored robe Tuskens. I know there was a
always
Jedi.
Been like that. They found a different tribe out in the middle of nowhere.
It's just I don't. It's weird. It's like a fashion thing because it
It's
was
got
like
you
it
intrigued
was
because now you're
clean.
going to,
They were
jump off
clean
the screen.
cut, and he had jewelry on, the one guy, and it was a little Darth Vader looking. I didn't see any of this female
No.
and child looking garb. So yeah, I guess there is several Tuskens around the universe.
Yeah. We got a Book of Boba Fett once.
Yeah, that must
Or
be it, unless
like,
he's had a whole bunch of damage in previous battles.
yeah, it's got to be that acid inside him because he grabbed that hose out of the stormtrooper and just like breathed in the air to breathe. So it must have been putrid in there.
Yeah, so I didn't know that stormtroopers had oxygen. That's something I learned.
Yeah, where did that come from?
And when Boba Fett actually put it on, I heard a little Darth Vader sucking sound. So he has obviously some kind of oxygen in there as well, I think.
Yeah,
I heard that sound. I'll go look for it again.
yeah, tight.
Tusken Fight Club.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, now I want to see Tuskens fight Gamorreans. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Tusken kicked his ass pretty good. And I have a feeling that was a female.
That the lieutenant, wasn't it? Yeah. Not the one that stopped. The dog was attacking him. He jams his spike into the ground and the dog just stops. Not that guy. The one next. Yeah, you might.
Yeah, that looks like their leader, I guess. But when they found him in the desert, and he like picked one, here, you go beat him up, and then that one stepped forward and beat him up. I think that was a woman.
I think you might be
I don't
right
know
there.
why.
Yeah.
Just for fun, why not be a woman beating up Boba Fett? You don't know that Jedi's name that was a Tusken, do you? Can't remember that name. Okay, listen for that sound when a Jawas pull the helmet off, okay? I think I'm going to go do that now, Mike. I'm going to go watch it again. Did you have any parts you didn't like? Oh, Mike is frozen. Well, I think that's good for tonight. I appreciate everyone by for my first live stream. I'm going to go and watch it again, and I suggest you all do too. Have a good night. Boba Fett's fucking back, baby. Jared Het, that's his name. Maybe that character is going to become canon. See you next week.